YouTube, it's Jen.
And Brad.
And we are here for our week 74 post-op lap band update. And as always, let's start with the numbers. Sorry, eating a little cheese. I am 5 feet 4 inches tall, started this journey at 262 pounds in December of 2012. Last week, I was 175.4 pounds, and this week, I'm 175.8 pounds for a 0.4 gain. And as a side note, it is lady time. So, I will take the 0.4.
6 feet tall, starting weight 320. Last week I was 215. This week I'm 216 for a 1 pound gain.
I thought it was 0.8 this morning.
No, it was 1 pound.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. No. Yeah, it's 1 pound. 1
You
pound.
sure?
Yes. 1 pound. I was 215 last week. I was 216 today.
Okay. He says it's 1 pound. We'll trust him. Okay. So, I'm sorry I'm chewing. What I want to talk about is, right now...
And it is not lady time for me. But it was food time this weekend.
We went and visited family that we have not been in our life for a while, and we've just reconnected with them October of last year. So it's a lot of catching up. And it's very special. We love these people. It's wonderful. And it's kind of, it's all happy together. So I tend, as I said in prior videos, to use food for celebration. So, and I guess that's how I kind of like rationalize it. However, apparently, the moment we got to the airport in Tampa,
Jen was celebrating.
Started celebrating. So it's like, okay, even if you bought, we went out to like a family dinner, no, I was at the airport celebrating with airport pizza, with just Brad. Mm-hmm. So not only do I
did not celebrate with airport pizza.
I went in knowing I was going to eat crappy, and so somehow I give myself license to go ahead, and now... I'm in international waters, and none of the calories count in international waters. So, it's stupid. And so I know that since my minor slip, I've basically been using excuses to justify my actions. And so during the time I was unfilled, it was like, oh, well, my tool isn't really working, so it's okay if I'm not trying as hard as I could, because if I had a working tool, I would be better. Or when I started getting filled, well, I'm not filled where I should be, so I don't have to, it's harder for me than other people, so I don't have to try so hard. And now, I don't know what my excuse is, because I might not be at the final fillage, but I have restriction. And so now it's like, oh, but I've gained so much weight, and, it's hard to get the weight off. I'm just making excuses. And so, anyways, I'm not putting this out there for anybody to feel sorry for me. I'm just acknowledging that, because these videos are for us to document our journey, and I think that it's important to acknowledge when you're making a mistake and you're not on the right track. And I am not on the right track, and I'm, I have a little bit of, I'm 175, 176, whatever. It's a normal fat weight. I don't feel like that society looks at me and goes, oh my God, how dare she be so fat? They just look at me and go, oh, there's a fat girl. So I'm not trying as hard as I used to try, and I know I need to. And this is so stupid, I'm 18 months out. And I know that it makes a big difference what food you put into your body. And I have made a lot of advancements in the sense that I don't eat pasta, I don't eat rice. This weekend I did eat a little bit of bread, but I generally don't eat bread. And I also don't eat carby snacks, because I know that carbs are a trigger for me. So any kind of 100-calorie packs or, any kind of that stuff. I don't eat that because I know it's a trigger, and I know that if I eat it, it'll just lead to more of eating that. But I've come to realize that while I do eat protein first, and I do, concentrate on protein, that's not the end of the story. It also has to do with the texture of the protein. And so, a few days ago, I bought some ribs. Is that just ribs? Mm-hmm. And I find that I can eat 2 ribs and be full. And it's because the texture, well, number one, you have to work for it. I normally don't believe in eating things on a bone. It's too much work. I don't want to be reminded that I'm eating an animal. I want to, eat animal in like processed form. But eating the ribs, it takes time. It's messy. It's time consuming, and you really
have to chew it.
You really have to chew. And so I can eat 2 ribs and be totally like lap band full. And am I eating like excessively big ribs? I mean, they're just
they're baby back ribs.
Yeah, they're just standard ribs. So I'm like, wow, how is it that, when I'm eating a hamburger and mashed potatoes or chicken croquettes or oatmeal, I can eat this much, but 2 little ribs make me full. And it's because, Jen, dumbass, it's not just about protein first, it's about the texture of the protein. So maybe I'm a little late to the game, I'm 18 months in, but I'm starting to realize that the texture really matters. So today, and I didn't talk to you about this yet, today for lunch I went to Bourbon Chicken.
Okay.
And just got a little bit of, it's kind of like mall bourbon chicken, just the chicken cut up still in chicken form but not on the bone. And that stuff is, I had to be slow because it's very, it's very stringy and chickeny. It's not very processed. So
it's not like chicken nuggets or anything like that.
So it's still very textury. I'm not using good brain dictionaries off today. So it took me forever to eat it because I was eating it very slowly because I didn't want to get stuck. And I got full and gave, half of it away to my coworker. And so I am realizing that if I just take the time and really think about what I'm eating and go for less, and when I say less processed, I'm not trying to be one of those people that's like, oh, you need to eat clean. Nothing against you people. I just know I can never do that. But if I can go for a tougher to get from the plate to my stomach, something that requires more effort, that's actually going to make me fuller, quicker, and better. So, I'm sorry I've taken 7 minutes to explain that, but probably most of you knew like month 1. It's just taking me longer, so, because I always thought, oh, well, I'm doing good, I'm not eating I'm not eating those sugary carb foods. Well, when you're eating a slider chicken croqueta, you're not going to stay full. So, anyways, that is my revelation 18 months in. Sorry, I've taken this whole time. Any revelations on your end? And I say that as I'm eating the string cheese slider.
I hope you're not tired. You have to be up for a while now.
I know, an hour and a half.
No, nothing really.
Nothing?
No. Just doing my thing.
You've been exercising a lot lately.
Well, didn't exercise since we've been out.
Well, we were in DC, and we need our focus in DC. While I don't condone the eating that I did, not always making fitness a priority when we see these people so rarely.
Yep. But I have been trying to balance between the workout plan that our trainer gave me that helps me strengthen my core and my jogging. So I jogged yesterday. I did 4 miles yesterday.
And that's the thing, is that you're being very conscientious lately about working out.
I'm trying to make it a priority again.
And I can tell the difference. So that's really good. Unfortunately for me, last Wednesday when I was teaching my kickboxing class, my knee really started to hurt. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is good timing because this weekend I'm not going to be able to work out. Yeah. While we were in DC, my knee started to ache, and I hadn't even been working out. It was just like literally like walking down the stairs. And then today when I taught, it really hurt bad, so I need to go see a physical therapist again. So this week I have not been jogging because I'm afraid of hurting my knee, but I have been power walking. So I'm trying not to put as much stress on the knee. So I power walked outside one day, and then I did it on a treadmill, which I figured would be nicer for my knee. So, what else?
Not too much from you this week.
Anything else we should talk about?
I'm trying to think if there's anything new or different. Not really. Slow week. Normal week.
Sorry guys, this is very boring. So, basically to wrap it up, Jen's an idiot. Just now figured texture matters. And we're both going to concentrate on exercise this week.
Indeed.
We're going to go jogging this weekend,
Sunday.
right? Yes. So, no, not Sunday, because Sunday we'll be going to Grandma Katie's birthday.
I thought
Brunch. We're meeting Shelly on Monday.
That's right. Oh, Monday. Okay.
Monday. So we're gonna get
Holiday. We're off.
Yes, so we're not taking holiday from fitness. We will be working out. I have a very stressful this week plus 4 more with work, and then hopefully there will be a reprieve. So we are going to work hard. I need to get my shit together. I know I've been saying that for like the last 2 months, but I'm going to concentrate now on the texture and the food and not celebratory eating. So that is my goal.
Sounds good.
My goal for next week, let's see if it's realistic.
Lose 20 pounds.
No. My goal for next week is to lose, if I could lose 1.4 pounds, considering that hopefully some of this is lady time, that would put me at 174.4, which is the BMI overweight as opposed to obese, which I don't believe in the BMI, but for some reason,
You're obsessed with it.
174.4 and lower makes me feel better about myself. So that's what my goal is for next week.
Alrighty
So
then.
I'm going to work hard. I'm going to get back on track. So can we do a couple? I don't have, because I suck, I don't have our shout outs for this week, but I have some, not new subscriber shout outs, but my peeps shout outs.
Okay.
So number 1, Laura Eve. She is getting, her band had a major slip, and she is getting a revision to VSG tomorrow. I am so excited for her. You're going to do wonderful, Laura. Do not worry. You are going to do amazing, and I will be thinking about you tomorrow, and I'm here for you if you need to talk. Who else? Evie, I hope you feel better. I know you're not feeling so well lately. Ashley Grills, I was so inspired by your 5-day pouch test. I actually printed the stuff out to learn more about what it is, to see if maybe I should try that. She lost 6 pounds doing the 5-day pouch test.
Wow.
Yeah, amazing. Lily, I hope you're feeling better. Erica, I'm glad you've been investigating your port and your tailbone and all that stuff. Mandy, I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope you're doing okay. All the Beast Mode people, I hope you got your shirts. Let me know if you haven't gotten your shirt by now, because everybody should have them except for Carmen, who should have hers by Friday. But everybody, I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody. I love everybody. If I'm forgetting you, don't take it personally. I think that's it. Oh, and Heather! Heather, I didn't see a Sunday video from you. Okay. We love you all. We hope you all are big losers. Anything else? We will see you next week, and one of these days I will get my shit together and get some shout outs ready. So have a great week. Lose big, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.